was blown away. They were just kids. They were 19-year-old kids doing something. They obviously did something stupid, but they were way over their heads of what they've done. They didn't have a clue what was going to happen to them. Shocked. It was the first time I heard anyone being sentenced to death. So, and that young, seeing someone that young, it really resonated with me. I really felt it. I felt sorry from the moment I saw them. I felt sorry for them. They were young kids that made a mistake. Did they deserve 20 years? Did they? In Australia, they would have gotten 5 to 10 years. Say, here they get death. They knew the price, but as young kids, you're bulletproof, 10 foot tall and bulletproof. It was crazy time, and they were executed in the middle of the morning, like 2 o'clock in the morning. So I'd been up for 24 hours at least, waiting for all this to happen with no sleep.
And you remember when the news came that it was done?
Yes, there was a radio report. They go, it's done. We're waiting for the barges to come across with the bodies. Yeah, you didn't hear it. Yeah, we couldn't hear the shots. They've lost, half their life in a Bali prison, and now they're going to come to another prison. I think it'll be bittersweet. They'll be happy they're home, but they've been calling Bali for 20 years their home. Say Michael Shugai was 19. He's 40 now. So he's spent 20 years in a Bali prison rather than Australia. He spent longer in Bali or Indonesia than he has in Australia. I'd say it would be bittersweet. This is what I won a Walkley with. The first one is Renee Lawrence. That's when she finds out at that moment that they're seeking the death penalty for her. She got life and then it got cut down to 20 years. The next photo is Scott Rush kissing his mother through the bars. The third photo just shows you how young they are in that cell with the bars going across their faces, is Michael Shugai and Scott Rush. And they look like kids. Michael Shugai being met by his parents on that Tuesday for the first time, holding each other, crying. It was so emotional. Matthew Norman trying to hide away from the media in those holding cells. Then the next photo, in the man in blue, is Andrew Chan. That's the first time we see him because he's kept off premises and they bring him in for questioning. So he's handcuffed, trying to hide his face. The next photo you see Andrew Chan on his own being arraigned or in court, and you can see off to the left-hand side is the judges. Then you can see this is Renee Lawrence, and she's holding her head, trying to cover her face. It was totally sad. The next photo is incredibly powerful. This is the moment where Andrew Chan's been told he's been given death. The word is marti in Bahasa. So marti means death. So as soon as the judge said marti, his translator leans over, whispers in his ear, death. In the back, you can see the journos on the right-hand side. In the middle, you can see a man with punching the air. He was an anti-drugs advocate. And on the left-hand side, you can see Chan's brother, Andrew Chan. And he's shattered. That was the end, I was finished with the job. 10 years later, in 2015, I get sent back again for the executions. And the last photo you see is one of the bodies. I'm not sure who it is, Sukumaran or Chan. And they've been put in a airport warehouse. And this is how it ends.